Alright, Assalamualaikum, very good morning. Very good afternoon to all of you. So welcome to our class for today for motor control training, SPS 606 and also SPS 585. Okay, I hope all of you have a comfortable seat. Okay, because of I'm going to explain to you regarding the flow for this 1 hour class for weekly classes. And then I hope you guys can inform your classmate to join our class as soon as possible, because of I'm going to share some information regarding your assessment for the whole semester. Okay, alright, Saleh, it's okay. If I'm not mistaken, for the total number of this class should be 95 students, but some technical errors on the arrangement of the class. We only have 2 class over here to join the session, and then should be around 60 students in this class right now. While we're waiting for other students to join in, guys, I want all of you to go into, can you access New Future right now, class? Anybody?
Yes, Director.
Okay, SPS 606 X1B. Siapa kelas lab? SPS 606 S1B.
Saya.
Siti Suraya, if you can turn on your mic, turn on your camera. Wakil kelas, SPS 585 4S2. Kelas lab siapa? Kelas lab? Okay, Suraya on camera sampai kelas habis. So next week you choose one person to turn on the camera. Itu up to you lah. Right, next SPS 582 4S2. 585 4S2. Siapa kelas lab? Anybody? Ada student di kelas ni 585 S2. Kelas labnya siapa? Kalau tidak saya sebut je nama yang keluar dekat semi skrin ni. Muhammad Noor. Muhammad Noor ada?
Nama penuh apa tu, Doktor?
Alamak. Sekejap ya. Kita tukarlah. Zulhafiz Zikri. Ada dalam ni, saya nampak ada ni. Zulhafiz Zikri. Mana Zulhafiz? Okay, can you turn on your camera? Okay, Zulhafiz, come on. Okay, nak pergi mana tu Zul? Dalam kereta tu?
Saya baru balik Potong Gelang saya. Saya baru balik daripada Potong Gelang.
Gelang?
Saya itu positif itu. Ni saya baru habis.
Oh, okay, alright. Tak apa, boleh off kamera balik. Kalau dalam kereta bahaya.
Okay, sorry sir.
Okay, alright. Okay, ni volunteer nak buka kamera sebab saya tak boleh nak cakap tanpa tengok respon ni. Bahaya kat nanti shock seorang-seorang je. Anybody? Daripada wakil 585 4S2, jangan malu, jangan segan. Kalau boleh kelas lab, Kita ada seorang ni, SPS 606 S1A. Siapa yang daripada ni? SPS 606 S1A ada dalam kelas ni sekarang? Okay, kelas. Alright. Suraya, Siti Suraya. Minggu ni you kena buka kamera. Minggu depan. Okay, please find at least 5. Dapat 5. Because dalam my laptop ni ada 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can see 8 students when I'm talking. So make sure you cuba buat jadual. Okay, 5 student is compulsory to open up their camera during my lecture. Okay, during my session. Okay, kamu rotate lah 5, 5, 5 sampailah habis kelas. Okay, sampailah habis minggu ke-14. Muhammad Daniel, thank you. Daniel ke? Muhammad Daniel?
Danish.
Danish. Okay, sorry, nama tak keluar. Kamu group mana? 5, 5,
4S2.
Okay, alright. Okay, thank you Danish. Alright. Okay, class. Assalamualaikum once again and a very good afternoon to all of you. Okay, for anyone who does know me, okay, I'm Husni bin Hassan. I will be your lecturer also beside Dr. Radin, okay, for SPS 606 and also SPS 585. Okay, for your information, starting this semester, you are going to combine, okay, the course with your classmate on other cohort. Okay, 606 is the old cohort. Okay, 585 is the new cohort. Okay, but the syllabus is similar, and the assessment also, okay, is the same. So because of the delivery method is using online, so we are going to combine the 3 classes, 606, 1A, 1B, and also 585. Okay, so that the delivery method will be conducted easily, okay, by me, and also you guys have the similar information, okay, so that you can discuss among your classmates. So later on, Siti Suraya and Danish, if you can discuss with the other groups who is absent for today, maybe we have to look for another timetable, okay, that suit the 3 classes, okay, later on untuk kita buat next week. Okay, class, for this week, okay, you have gone through with Dr. Radin the lecture. So basically, as what Dr. Radin mentioned to you before this, the lecture will be conducted by Dr. Radin. Okay, he is going to do the lecture 100%, and then I'll be taking charge on the assessment. So basically, if you can see the slide that I shared to you just right now. Okay, can you see, guys, this one?
Baik Dr.
Okay, this is the student assessment. Okay, starting for this semester, okay, your assessments is 100% continuous. Okay, last semester, okay, you have 60% continuous assessment, and then 40% final examination. Tak perlu copy, dalam U-Future ada, boleh ambil je. Okay, the same information that I shared to you in the U-Future. And okay, for this semester, okay, you're going to do 100% continuous assessment, and then basically if it is 100%, it's easily for you to score, okay, to pass, okay, this subject, okay, this motor control learning. All right, okay, if I may go through with the assessment, okay, over here you will see, okay, you have 1, 2, 3, only 3 tasks, okay, only 3 tasks before you sit for your final test. Okay, for the assignment 1, okay, assignment 1 will cost you 20%. Okay, class, assignment 1 will cost you 20%. Okay, for the assignment 1, okay, what you have to do is you have to look for journal, or you have to look for article, okay, in the internet, okay, dalam Google Scholar. Okay, you have to go through, okay, the article that is related only to motor control and learning. Okay, you go to Google Scholar, Okay, you type any keywords which is related to motor control and learning. Okay, you notice that motor control is to acquire skill. Sorry, motor control is to execute skill. Okay, motor learning is to acquire skill. Okay, under motor learning principle and under motor control principle, there are many. Okay, for example, we have dynamic system theory, we have motor control based theory, we have commented feedback, we have instruction, we have demonstration, and so on. So you can type in dalam Google Scholar, and then you will see a numbers of journal article. Okay, you have to look for that journal article. Okay, you have to read through the journal article, and then you have to review. Okay, you have to write your review, and then you have to submit as a group project. Okay, which means that I need all of you to form a group of 5. Okay, I need all of you to form a group of 5. 606 S1 ada 6 group. 606 S2 ada 6 group. 585 ada 6 group. So all together, okay, you will form into a group of 5. Kalau boleh jangan cross group. S1 je, S2 S2, 585 saja, so that it's easy for administration, but you're still doing the similar task. Okay, for assignment number 1, okay, you have to do journal article review. Okay, based on the topic chosen to you. Okay, you choose your own topic. Contohnya kalau you want to read on augmented feedback, you look for journal article based on augmented feedback, and then you write the review. Okay, the review method is like this. Okay, the procedure of the reviewing is like this. Later on, I will share to you the template that you can follow. Okay, this is a group project. 1 article review per student. Kalau dalam group kamu tu, okay, you have 5. So you need to submit the article, and you also have to submit the review. Okay, the review maybe in 1 to 2 pages for each student. Kalau group kamu tiba-tiba terlebih seorang, so 6 lah. 6 artikel review. Okay, make sure you have a standardized writing style dalam semua ahli kumpulan tu. Kalau seorang pakai area 11, semua area 11. Kalau seorang pakai Times New Roman 12, semua sama. Formatting ada section. Another student pun follow the similar method. Okay, means that, okay, the way you submit, muka depan, okay, first page after the front cover is the first article, and then the review, ataupun terbalik, review and the article, and then followed by and the students sampailah habis ke 5 students. Okay, you have to submit in group. Okay, you have to submit in group. Alright. Okay, before I proceed, okay, usually we set the submission date during the discussion. Right, we set the submission date during the discussion today. So, okay, boleh bagi cadangan bila deadline dia, bila kamu nak hantar agak-agak ni, berapa lama masa kamu nak ambil untuk buat journal article review ni. Anybody, any suggestion? Open to the student to discuss berapa lama masa nak buat ni. You nak buat 2 minggu ke, 3 minggu ke, 4 minggu ke? Danish, ada cadangan tarikh nak submit? Selalunya kamu buat article review berapa lama? Berapa minggu? Today is 18th of October.
Mute Danish.
Maybe 4 weeks.
4 weeks, okay. Okay, alright. Okay, class, the deadline for this assignment number 1, journal article review, is on 19th of November. 19 November. Okay, 19th of November before 5 p.m. Okay, 19th of November before 5 The method of submission later on we going to discuss dalam kelas minggu depan ke minggu satu ke. How do you want to submit? Maybe we create a Google Drive, semua submit dalam tu. Okay. Ada bantahan? Tarikh submission 19 November. Ada siapa nak bantah? Angkat tangan, boleh bantah lagi. Semua setuju?
Setuju saya.
Okay, kalau setuju kita proceed Lepas ni kalau kamu minta extend, saya tak layan. Sebab saya dah buka bantahan, kamu tak nak. Okay? Okay, now we go to assignment number 2. Okay, saya akan cerita flow dulu. Lepas tu saya akan pergi part by part of the assignment. Okay, assignment number 2. Okay, you have to do case study on skill acquisition and performance enhancement on selected sport. Okay, the same group project means that dalam group ni, dalam kelas ni, you buat satu group tu je kamu stay sampai habis. Tak perlu pecah-pecah group banyak kali. Okay, group yang tadi, group article review tadi, kamu stay buat assignment 2, kamu stay buat presentation. So, group yang sama, kamu akan stay sampailah habis semester. Boleh? Okay, untuk assignment 2 ni, case study on, kat situ case study bukan case on. Case study on skill acquisition and performance enhancement on selected sport. Later on I will discuss with you. Okay, the weightage of this assignment is 30%. Besar ni, 30%. Okay, saya pergi yang presentation dulu. After this, I will come back to the assignment number 2. Okay, what you write on your case study, assignment 2 tu, kamu pilih mana yang related, kamu letakkan dalam PowerPoint and then kamu present. Okay, that presentation will cost you 10%. Okay, dalam presentation tu ada semua ahli bercakap. Kalau you ada 30 slide, bagi-bagilah berapa orang satu slide. And then juga perlu ada recorded videos of the skill training. Okay, you also should include recorded videos of the skill training. So, once again I repeat, you have to do assignment number 1, you have to do assignment number 2, you have to present only one time, and then after all is done, okay, you have to sit for the final test. Okay, final test ni 40%, okay, will be using either UFuture or Google Form method. Okay, usually because of this is final assessment, okay, usually this final test will be on week 14. Ingat tu semua, final test is on the week 14. So kalau kamu nak demam ke, nak sakit ke, cuba elak-elakkanlah week 14 tu. Okay, contohnya minggu week 13 tu kamu ada training bola, berpanas, berhujan 2-3 hari. So cuba elakkan dulu supaya week 14 tu, okay, you can sit for your final test, compulsory. Kalau kamu miss, you will lose 40% straight away. Okay, untuk assignment tu, the deadline is on the week 13. Assignment tu deadline dia week 13. Nanti kelas rep Siti Suraya cuba tengok bila tarikh week 13. Okay, tarikh hari Jumaat week 13. Itu dah deadline untuk submission assignment number 2, case study. Okay, presentation online ni, yang ni still open. Okay, maybe you have to submit week 10 onwards. Minggu 10 ke atas. Okay, untuk presentation. Either we going to record, you record dulu your presentation, you submit to me, I will look, and then during our class like this, I will ask group by group for your feedback. Okay, ataupun kita nak buat live presentation. Itu still open lah. Cuma untuk presentation ni, okay, the submission date dia maybe on minggu ke-10 onwards. Okay, means that assignment 2 yang atas tu kena siap dulu. You present, ada dapat feedback, you repair dalam you punya assignment, and then you submit minggu ke-13 untuk assignment 2. Okay. Anybody dalam kelas ni yang boleh tulis dekat chat ni deadline setiap assignment. Suraya ke Danish? Yang atau sesiapa yang boleh tulis? Contohnya assignment 1, deadline 19 November. Assignment 2, deadline week 13. Presentation yang deadline week 10 onwards. Cuba tulis kat chat box. Okay, while waiting for the information to appear, anybody want to ask something before I proceed? Anyone? Kalau tak ada, saya proceed And in the meantime, you also can ask question. Okay, can you see this one now? General review, boleh kan?
Boleh nampak.
Okay. Boleh. Okay, this one for assignment 1 yang saya beritahu tadi. Okay, individual means that you have to look journal each. Okay, means that kalau 5 orang dalam group, okay, you have to look for 5 journal. Seorang satu journal. Itu that's meant by individual, but you have to submit this task as a group project. So ini dia punya flow dia. Apa yang kamu kena tulis. Okay. Read the journal, construct one review. Review should be thoughtful, constructive. Write a minimum of 1.5 to maximum 2 pages. Review of the journal. Please find your journal here. You can look your journal from Google Scholar. Next week ataupun kejap lagi saya akan tunjuk what is Google Scholar. Pernah jumpa kan? Pernah buka kan Google Scholar? Dah biasa dengan Google Scholar kelas?
Biasa dah.
Pernah.
Okay, dah bagus. Group ni baik, terbagus. Terbaik, terbagus dah. Tersasul dah. Okay, include the followings. Okay, introduction in one paragraph, main content, okay, discussion, conclusion, and also references if you refer other journals to write in your review. And then you follow this format, okay, to write your journal article. And then you can also use this template for submission. Okay, basically you have to discuss, you have to read through the journal very well. And then provide a very constructive information, okay, based on your knowledge, what you have read during the journal task. So why you have to review article so many? Kelas motor learning pun kena buat journal review, kelas fitness pun kena buat, kelas biomed pun kena buat dan sebagainya. Okay, because of this task will prepare you for your research method. Part 5 ataupun part 6 nanti. Okay, for research methodology class later on, okay, sem depan ke sem lagi 1 ke, for example, okay, you have to come up with your own proposal, research proposal. Kalau dalam kelas motor learning ni, you only have to read one journal. Okay, maybe dalam kelas tu nanti, research methodology, okay, each student have to read at least 50 journal. 50 kena baca seorang. Maybe from that 50, only 25, okay, that can be included in your proposal. So this task will train you later, okay, for your proposal writing. Okay, kelas? Boleh faham? Clear semua?
Clear.
Okay, okay, good. Alright. Okay, kalau yang ni boleh faham, I will close this one and then I will go for the major task that you have to do. Okay, this is your major task, class. Can you see this now?
Boleh Doktor.
Alright, for assignment number 2, okay, your task is skill acquisition and performance enhancement on selected sport. Okay, for this task, you have to work among your group members to identify the motor skill performance in your selected sport and how this task constraint can be learned and improved over time. Okay, you have to write and submit this assignment via online submission. Okay, please refer the guidelines below in preparing the assignment document. Okay, section 1, introduction. Section 2, stages of learning. Okay, stages of skill acquisition. And then section 3, practice. Okay, I will go briefly on this. Okay, dalam you punya group members tu ada 5 orang kan? Okay, ada 5 orang. Maybe first person football, second person rugby, third person netball, fourth person gymnastic, fifth person cycling. Dalam 5-5 tu, choose one sport. Okay, let's say we go for football. So, the sport that you're going to explore further is football. Okay, in football, there are numbers of motor skill performance. Apa tu motor skill performance in football? What is that? Apa yang ada dalam football? Motor skill performance in football. Can you name a few? Or type in dalam chat. Kicking lagi. Thank you Asfar.
Passing,
Kicking, passing, heading, running,
dribbling,
dribbling. Okay, good. Heading. So in chapter 1, introduction. Okay, once you select one sport, for example football, discuss the motor skill categories, open motor skill, kicking a ball that exists in the task performance. Okay, dalam motor control learning, okay, we have 7. Nampak 7 motor skill categories. Open, close, discrete, serial, continuous, gross, and also fine. Ada 7. So you have to discuss all 7 categories which is related to football movement. For example, in football, okay, kicking is considered as open motor skill. Why? Ceritalah dalam introduction. Okay, heading is considered as open also because of you have to overcoming an incoming object. You nampak object bergerak coming towards you because it is dynamic. So you have to hit the ball. So it's also considered as open. Maybe in the sport that you choose, 7 kategori tu 2 tak ada. It's okay. Just tulis apa yang ada. Okay. You also may details out the laws of the game for that particular sport as your introduction. So how to play that game. Just a brief introduction. Okay, include figures in justifying the information above. Kalau let's say you pilih kicking, you boleh ambil gambar daripada Google kicking. So ceritalah proses kicking tu. But because of you want to be a sport scientist, dapat grade you want to be sport scientist, you also want to be sport science specialist, you also want to be skill acquisition specialist, you also want to be any kind of job related to sport science, it's better for you to record yourself the picture. Ada 5 group members ni, okay, you bincang lah macam mana pun, kau boleh gambar tu real. Gambar tu the model inside your assignment is you yourself or your group members. Kalau contoh you want to tell about catching in football, so ambillah gambar tengah terbang tu, okay, ambil gambar masuk dalam tu, step by step punya movement ke, macam you ready, nampak bola datang belah kanan, you throw to the right. So what happens step by step? Stance, okay, anticipation, movement, ball contact, and then follow through. Follow through apa? Kalau catching, terbang, jatuh kan, so that's follow through. So cuba ambil gambar proses movement tu. Kan kalau kita record video kan dia bergerak kan. So ambil clip by clip. So dapatlah 5 keping gambar ataupun 10 keping gambar yang ada flow of that particular movement. So flow tu lah kamu put inside your introduction. Okay, for this assignment, you choose one sport and then you choose 2 movement in that sport. Kalau football, maybe you want to choose kicking and dribbling. 2 je cukup. Tak payah buat yang lain. Pilih dua je. Dua motor skill inside that spot. Okay, the length of this section should be 2 to 3 pages or more. Any questions, section 1? Before I proceed?
No, sir.
Okay,
No,
good.
sir.
Okay, now we go to section 2, stages of skill acquisition. Okay, discuss the skill acquisition stages for a performer to excel in that spot. Okay, skill acquisition stages. Dalam topik kita ni, motor learning and control, ada tajuk stages of learning. Novice stage, medium performer, and then expert. Ataupun novice, associative stage, and then expert, a 3 stage. So you have to tell inside your assignment how to move. Also, what is the progress for a person who want to be an expert performer in football. Apa proses yang dia kena lalu dalam sepanjang 10 tahun tu. Explain how the performer will progress from a novice stage until the expert stage. Apa yang dia akan lalu. Relate your justification to the 10 years or 10,000 hours of practice time as stated by Erickson et al. In 2003. Dalam buku tadi ada. And then select one player who is the idol in that sport. Describe his learning experience as the day he or she enrolled in an academy, started to play sport until she graduate from the academy and become elite performer. Contohnya dekat situ saya bagi contoh Lionel Messi. Because dia punya dokumentasi semua ada dekat YouTube, dekat internet, website semua ada. Bila masa dia start masuk akademi, dalam akademi tu dia belajar apa, berapa tahun dia ambil masa untuk jadi seorang elite performer. So you choose your sport idol in that sport and then try to explain the flow and then provide an example how he or she becoming an expert in that sport. Dalam kelas ni I see ada Asfa. So siapa dalam grup dia boleh ambil Asfa as your example inside that. Okay, boleh? Section 2. Anybody want to ask question? Section 2. I think it's very straightforward. Okay, kalau tak ada question anyone, I will go to section 3. Okay, section 3 ni much more bigger task for you. Okay, based on the sport chosen, discuss how practice will help the athlete progress in their skill performance. Okay, now tadi topik stages of learning. Dekat section 3 ni topik practice. Okay, what do you think? Okay, how to train to become better in that sport. Dia nak training program dia. Kita lah. Okay, include subjects that can implement to athlete in the 3 stages of skill acquisition, cognitive, associative, and also autonomous. Contoh tadi, for example, in football, ada kicking. Dalam cognitive stage of learning, how is the practice session for kicking for those who are in the cognitive stage. For example, kicking a stationary ball, sepak, kick the ball for 1 meter, slow kicking. When he knows how to kick, you move into associative, you pass the ball to them, low ground, knee high, ankle high so that they can kick. And then once the kicking progress, it become better. How is the progression to the autonomous stage? So that he or she is ready for competition. So this one, you have to explain several demonstration, instruction and feedback strategies method can be used by coaches in facilitating the athletes during the program. So justification with the stages of skill learning as above. And then you have to record, you have to record the practice drills. Kicking punya drills sebenarnya ada buat. Letak bola, ada subjek, sepak. Tu dah practice drill. So imagine you as a coach, you are the athlete, how you design the practice drills, for that motor skill, kicking. Kalau the cognitive stage, these are the drills. When you move into associative stage, these are the drills. When you move into autonomous stage, this will be the drill. So use your own expertise yang dah main sukan sampai peringkat national, ada how to design these drills so that there will be a progression from novice to associative and also to autonomous. Inside the video yang kamu nak record drills tu, how you want to demonstrate? You put yourself as a coach, macam mana kamu demonstrate skill tu? Okay, how you say the instruction. Okay, Ali, I want you to kick the ball as hard as you can. Itu instruction. Okay, focus on the ball. Head up. Okay, look as far as you can. Itu instruction. Okay, you can kick the ball by using your inside foot. Itu instruction. Okay, once Ali dah sepak bola, bola tu bergerak kan? Kamu observe movement Ali tu. How you want to give feedback? Ali, tadi kamu sepak kuat sangat. Itu feedback. Ali, I want you to flex your knee during kicking. I want you to flex your supporting leg during kicking. Itu feedback. Itulah kamu the one that you have to include your expertise in section 3 practice. Okay, include figures in justifying the information above. The length of the section is 5 to 8 pages. Okay, figures ni dalam assignment. Videos dalam presentation. So you record, ambil video clip, masuk dalam assignment. You record the same yang recording tadi, you ambil clip, masuk dalam presentation. Okay. Okay, all together, this one is the instruction given. You can use this template, and then this assignment will cost you 30%. Okay, 30%. Any questions so far? Anybody? Soalan?
Not yet.
No, Doctor.
Not yet. Okay, not yet, tak apa. Okay, now we go to presentation. Okay, untuk present ni, benda yang sama yang kamu buat dalam assignment tadi tu, kamu present accordingly sahaja. Okay, prepare PowerPoint presentation or using any medium of presentation. You boleh pakai Prezi ke apa benda ke, it's up to you lah. Use your own creativity. Duration of the presentation is 30 to 45 minutes, which also includes selected training videos of the chosen sport skill. Tadi kan kamu record video kan, ambil klip-klip tu masuk dalam you punya recorded presentation. Okay, the presentation is in group task and every student should take part in the presentation. So semua orang kena bercakap. Walaupun satu baris, it's okay. Yang penting I want to see you talking and then I want to hear your voice during your presentation. So sama juga tadi, present section 1 until section 3 in maximum of 45 minutes. You record ataupun you present live, I will discuss later with you guys, and then during the time we're going to have Q&A session, okay, for your presentation. Alright. Okay, so far any question? Yes.
For the presentation, we need to buat PowerPoint ke?
Okay, you have to prepare PowerPoint or any other medium of presentation. Ada Prezi, ada apa-apa lagi Z tu, kau boleh pakai, tak kisah.
Kalau demonstration dalam presentation boleh?
You can use the recorded drills yang kamu record tu, dalam PowerPoint tu kamu masukkanlah video tu.
Alright.
Okay. Siapa ni? Akmal eh?
Ya saya.
Okay, kamu cadang nak buat sukan apa?
Saya tengok grup lah sebab grup saya 5-5 sukan lain.
Okay. Nanti jangan gaduh dalam grup. Okay, anybody want to ask something regarding your assessment? Anyone?
No, Doctor, semua clear.
Semua clear? Okay. Alright. Saya rasa Siti Suraya ni jadi kelas rep besar kita ni. Okay, Siti Siti ke Suraya?
I go by Suraya lah.
Suraya. Nama kamu apa ni? Siti Suraya Sur apa ni? Suryani?
Suraji.
Suraji, okay. Panggil Suraya So nampak gaya ni kamu jadi kelas rep besar. Kelas rep besar ni kelas rep untuk 3-3 grup ni lah. nanti kamu WhatsApp saya any instruction. Untuk grup WhatsApp tu kamu wakil kelas lagi satu dengan wakil kelas lagi satu. So 3 wakil kelas. Okay. So any instruction I will forward to 3 of you and then you will forward to your classmate lah. Alright, untuk minggu depan, I want a list. Okay, contohnya 585 S2, Group 1, Group 2, Group 3, Group 4, Group 5, Group 6, sukan apa? And then apa skill dia yang kamu nak buat, yang 2 skill tu. Okay.
Doktor,
Yes.
kalau group lain boleh tak macam kalau tertindih sports
Okay.
boleh ke?
Tertindih sport boleh, tapi jangan skill yang sama. Clear?
Okay,
Okay, that's why I want a coordination, okay, between all the 3 groups. Okay, I want the list of the group. Contohnya group S1, S2 dengan apa kamu panggil 606, 585, SA ke apa? S1, contohnya S1, S2, SA. So ada 6 group each, ada sukan and then ada motor skill ataupun sport skill. So I want this information before our class session next week. So our class session next week, kita akan cari tarikh baru, date baru, hari apa supaya all together, all 3 groups can join together. And I want this information before the next class next week, so that we're going to discuss more, okay, regarding this task.
Sir, for the skill, berapa skill lah tadi Sir kata? 2.
2 skill.
Alright.
Contoh in football, you choose kicking and dribbling. Ataupun you nak ambil boxing, punching dengan apa?
Sir,
Hook.
kalau
Yes.
kalau Muay Thai dia ada contoh ada punching dan kicking. Lepas tu punching pun dia ada banyak teknik macam jab, cross, hook. So dia punya skill tu just one technique or punching semua saja.
Okay, kicking tu kamu ambil and then punching tu you take the most dominant one. Contohnya in Muay Thai, yang kamu cakap banyak tadi kan, jab, hook semua tu kan. Okay, which one is dominant in Muay Thai, yang paling banyak dibuat? Ataupun the most basic punching in Muay Thai. Maknanya untuk belajar teknik lain tu dia kena belajar teknik dulu. Boleh? Kemal?
Baik.
Kamu atlet Muay Thai kan?
Ya.
Okay, bagus. Kelas ni kita dah ada bouncer, jangan risau. Akmal boleh settle semua masalah kita. Okay, anyone? Any other question before we proceed with another task? Okay, so far yang dah respon dalam Google Form ni, if I can share to you, you nampak kan Google Form? Okay, we have 45 responses, dalam ni ada 50, ada lagi 2-3 orang tak submit. Cuba boleh buat dengan keadaan segera sebelum saya stop response acceptance ni. Okay, kita ada from 485 S2, kita ada 606 S1B, and kita ada 606 S1A. Yang tak ada 485 S1. Okay. And then sports we have various: archery, football, handball, long distance, petong, rugby. Ni salah apa ni tulis SR243B ni, siapa ni? Kita betulkan dulu. Taekwondo, football. Tengok sukan ni macam sama je semua. Archery, football, archery, football, handball, petong, rugby. Yang tak ada diversification of experience. Means that more to team sport. Okay. highest achievement in sports, district, state, national 4 orang, UiTM 4, club 3 orang, school 6 orang. Okay, yang main national ni, boleh perkenalkan diri? Because we want to take you as our model, okay, for discussion sampailah minggu ke-14. Anybody from the class who represent the country? Siapa dekat sini? Boleh buka kamera, perkenalkan diri. Jangan malu, jangan segan. Anyone? Kelas Labs, Suraya. Siapa yang dalam kelas ni yang main negara? Yang wakil negara ada? Tak tahu?
Saya tak kenal pula ada yang wakil negara.
Kalau kat sini, kalau ikut yang form saya bagi tu, highest achievement in sport ni means that your representation. Okay, means that national tu you dah main untuk kebangsaan lah. Means that you represent the country for international meeting. Kalau district, you wakil daerah lah. Okay. Kat sini kita ada 4 nationals. 6, ada 6 ni, dah bertambah 6. 6 dah wakil negara ni, is good for example for this class. So kalau malu nanti you boleh PM saya, siapa kamu, so that I can discover about our elite performers, and then during our class I will try to help you in giving you some information, okay, how you can improve further in your sport. Okay, I noticed that dalam kelas ni kita ada Asfar. Asfar Arif ada? Mana Asfar? Buka kamera sekejap. Asfar, cuba buka kamera sikit. Oh, dalam bas, pergi mana tu? Okay, tak apa Asfar, buka je kamera. Ambil you buka kamera, buat apa, ditunjuk suasana dalam bas tu. And then I will explain.
Hello, Doktor.
Okay, alright. Cuba ambil gambar belakang depan. Kat je kamera tu, pusing. Pusing je. Kat tinggi-tinggi pun tak apa, nampak driver. Okay. Alright, class. This is example of, we can say, elite. Okay, you can close the mic, Asfar. You can close the mic and also the camera. Okay, this is example of elite student performance or elite performance, we can say. Okay, means that to become an elite performer, okay, we have a role model here, Asfar. He's a goalkeeper for UTFC. And then to become an elite performer, okay, he have to follow a very structured rules. Okay, structured rule means kita sekarang dekat mana? Kat rumah, atas kursi, bawah aircon. Okay, dia punya ruling sekarang ni, he have to be inside the bus. Okay, to go where? To go for competition. So dia dah ada dia punya time yang dia kena follow. Datang, check in pukul berapa, check out pukul berapa, registration pukul berapa, what time to get into the bus, what time to eat. Sampai JB nanti apa dia kena buat. Dia boleh buat kerja seorang-seorang ataupun he have to follow the team itself. So this is considered as the structured rules to become professional or to become elite performers. So dalam assignment tadi, okay, kita ada novice, kita ada associative stage, kita ada autonomous stage. Okay, basically for those who want to become elite performer, starting from novice. Okay, starting from novice ni, you will see before this, after this. Contohnya Lionel Messi. Okay, when he started to enroll in an academy, dia masuk academy je, means that he start his day one as junior elite performance contohnya. Ataupun if you can track bila dia start main bola petang-petang. Contohnya dia start main bola petang-petang umur 5 tahun. Daripada umur 5 tahun sampai umur 10 tahun, okay, 10 tahun dia start main, enroll in an academy La Masia. So berapa lama transition period daripada recreational activities into structured activities. So let's say for Lionel Messi, he stays in La Masia for, if I'm not mistaken, kalau tak silap, 8 tahun contohnya. So in that 8 years, he follows structured rules. Okay, kalau kamu boleh tengok dalam YouTube, La Masia Academy, okay, what time the players go to sleep. Okay, what time the players wake up. Okay, what time the players go for schooling. Okay, what time the players go for breakfast, lunch, dinner, supper and so on. Okay, what time the players have to take a bath, what time the players have to go for training. Dia punya kehidupan satu hari tu dah penuh dengan jadual yang dia kena follow. So these are the things that you have to include dalam section 2 of your assignment. Okay, which means that, okay, if you want to become an elite footballers, okay, these are the things that you have to follow. Okay, for example, okay, you have the timetable that you have to follow. Okay, contohnya in football, maybe you have to train with the team for 1.5 hours or 90 minutes or 2 hours, for example. So these are the routine that you have to follow, that you have to include inside your section 2 punya task, okay, in your assignment. Okay, thank you Asfar. Good job. Okay, good luck in your game. So class, during our weekly meeting, okay, I will try to explain, okay, what are the motor learning principles that is related to your sports that you play, and then maybe we can discuss how this principle of motor learning and control, okay, can improve your skill performance, okay, hopefully. Alright. Okay, now is 1 o'clock. Any question that you want to ask before I stop, okay, for the class today? Anybody? Anyone? Any question that you want to ask?
Tak ada, Doktor.
Okay, I will give you one link that I want you to follow. Saya harap semua ada Facebook. Ada kan? Okay, dia nampak tu skill acquisition FSR. Okay, these are the link that you have to click and follow that Facebook page regarding skill acquisition. Okay, skill acquisition is similar to motor learning and control. Okay, in that Facebook page, I'm the admin. Okay, sometimes every week I will share some valuable informations regarding motor learning and motor control that can be an added value to your study. Okay, means that the new approach, new technologies that used by coaches, by sports scientists, which is related to motor learning and control. Okay, the page is known as Skill Acquisition, Faculty of Sports Science and Recreation. Okay, you have to pass that link to your classmate yang tak masuk satu group tu. Okay, so that they can follow. Alright, any more question that you want to ask before I stop for today? Suraya, ada soalan?
Doktor nak kami buat grup WhatsApp sekali dengan doktor ke?
Tak apa, sebab ramai sangat.
Okey.
Grup WhatsApp tu kamu grup kelas, wakil grup kelas lagi satu dengan wakil grup kelas lagi satu.
Just class
Wakil
rep
saja.
lah.
Kelas,
Okay.
grup kelas lab je punya grup WhatsApp dengan Dr. Radin masuk sekali.
Okey, boleh.
Okay. Alright, any more questions that you want to ask? Anybody?
No, berarti okey.
Amar ni main bola ke? Amar Safwan ni? Gambar dekat stadium.
Ya, saya.
Main bola UTMC ke? Tim mana?
Ya dah, saya main biasa lah.
Okay, tak apa. Nanti jadi keluar biasa.
InsyaAllah.
Okay, alright. Okay, kalau tak ada apa-apa, okay, good luck in your studies. Hopefully you can bear with me for 14 weeks. Okay, everything that I will share is to benefit you guys in this subject. And then if you have any question that you want to ask, you boleh dapatkan nombor my contact number from Suraya. Okay, you can WhatsApp me. Kalau nak WhatsApp, hari bekerja 8.5 saja. Kalau nak email, anytime. WhatsApp, sebab WhatsApp ni banyak sangat masuk. So make sure you WhatsApp me during office hours only. So I can give you much more attention during that working hours. Okay? The things that we have set the deadline, try to follow all. And then if you have anything that you are unsure about your studies, okay, straight away you can contact me or Dr. Radin so that we can have further discussion. Okay, one more thing before I forgot. Okay, for this class, I will try to organize a webinar, okay, on the application of motor learning principle in football coaching. Okay, the application of motor learning principle in football coaching. Okay, the speaker will be Amir Rizwan Taj and also Mr. Nazarido from Academy Mohtadahari. So they will share the experience on how we can use the principle of motor learning and control, okay, in coaching, especially in football. Okay, the webinar will be conducted in December. I will try to rearrange first, okay, for the webinar. Right. Alright, kalau tak ada, okay, if you have any more questions, don't have any more questions, thank you for your coming today, for your attendance for today. Class rep, take note what is the task given, and then, okay, I will see you guys next week. Okay? Ada yang baru join?
Thank you.
Alright, thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir.
Doktor? Doktor?
Yes.
This is not confirmation. Memang untuk kod ni memang tak ada assignment individual ya?
Tak ada, semua group. Semua
Okay.
hantar by group. Okay.
Alright, thank you sir.
Thank you, Sana.